Can I do the bit, do the intro? Welcome to Coffee with Tony. I am your guest, Tony. Okay, yeah. So we wanted to this idea of this quick video came about because this week a situation came up with intellectual property rights, code theft, that type of temptation that's out there, and we said, hey, let's do a quick video because I can think of 3 times it's happened to me personally, where I was presented with an opportunity or an offer to basically give someone else's property to another prospect or client, and sometimes there was even they were involved with the company in question. I'll give you a little bit. I'm not going to mention any names, so anyone who's watching don't think it's going to happen. I'm not going to divulge any names, but one situation happened where we did a lot of work for a company. A lot of work, I'm talking maybe 2 or 3 years of development, so a big major job. And the person that was one of the heads of the company was let go by that company or quit. I don't know what the details were, but they gave me a call and they said, hey, Tony, I'm with another company now that's in the same space as my old company. Do you mind sharing the code with me for the project that you just completed? And I'm on the phone. I'm like, is this guy serious? Is he really asking me this? And he was. And I got him to actually. I said, look, I don't understand what you need. Just send me an email and let me know what you're asking for, because I'm a little bit confused. And I'm playing dumb a little bit. He actually sent me an email, and I showed it to my business partner, Raf. I said, is he asking what I think he's asking? And I couldn't believe it. So I ended up calling him and say, you know what, best thing to do, yeah, I can do it, but I need a letter from your former company, someone with a C at the beginning of their name, their title, I should say. And if they sign off on it, then I can do it. And of course, that never happened. But so that's an example of having to be the gatekeeper for our clients. Another one was kind of weird. It was related to a prospect. So I had a prospect approach us, and he asked if we had ever done this type of work. So what he was asking for, whatever it was, I won't go into details, but we had actually done it. And he waited until we were pretty far into the sales process. So we had invested some time and some energy trying to land this prospect, trying to get him as a client. And that's when the ball dropped. He said, can you just, give me the code from that client that you showed me? I'll make it worth your while. Whatever the estimate is, it's like $100,000 job. I'll give you 50 grand. Just give me the code of your client. Believe it or not. So that was the second. That's the second time something like that happened that came to mind. And the third, and this is what kind of sparked this video, because it happened very recently, and it was a very, very great client of ours, and we had been working for a couple of years. We're still working with him, and his colleague, let's say, I wouldn't call him a friend, but his colleague said, hey, you know what, I love your platform. I love how fast it is. I love the way it works. Sorry. That's what happens when I play with my hands. He said, I love your platform. I love everything. Its speed and everything. I want to build something. It has nothing to do with what you're providing, what you're offering. It has nothing to do with your business. But I would like to use the same team that you use. So my client, he's a great friend now. Loved it. He says, yeah, hey Tony, I'm going to refer you this person. But it turned out that he actually wanted us to build pretty much exactly what our client was offering. So basically directly compete with our client. So you know me, right? The first thing I did is I called up my client. I said, hey, are you aware that he basically wants us to build a complete carbon copy of what we've built for you, and he's going to be competing in your space? And his reply was, no, Tony, I had no idea. He said he was doing something completely different. So this is another example of situations that we come across where people want to do bad things. And, you know, not only do we have it in writing, but we actually back it up, because what kind of people would we be if we actually sold clients code or allowed those types of things to happen? So I think it's really important to deal with a reputable company, and it's another example of why you should deal with a company. Okay, yeah, of course, Simply PHP is the best, but you got to deal with a legit company that you know is not just going to sign a non-disclosure or not just sign a proprietary agreement, but actually enforce it and back it up. Because I'll tell you something, probably 2 of the 3 scenarios that I just explained, the client would never find out. So, but I would know, we would know, our programmers would know, and we'd like to sleep at night. So,
that's crazy,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's almost unbelievable. That's why I had to like get confirmation. Like, are you asking me what I think you're asking me?